Look, thanks everyone for coming. It's been a real pleasure making this work. And I do wish that my mother was here to hear that my lack of respect for boundaries has actually been lauded in some kind of way. That was really cute. I have always had a lack of respect for boundaries. Unfortunately, it's not always a good thing. But this project came about with this fascination that I had for trying to find out what an ocean wave would sound like if it was turned quite literally into a sound wave, and also how I might move to visualise that sound. And with the soundscape that you can hear in the work, it probably wouldn't repeat if it was playing for over 1,000 hours, I'd say. There are lots of different data sets working concurrently. And they range from a very literal translation of the wave curve, which is the kind of bubbling sound that you can hear moving around the quadraphonic system. That's very much just the actual arc of the wave over time, and that changes quite dramatically over the course of the exhibition. If you come back from time to time, occasionally you can hear the change in the ocean from it being quite flat to being quite busy. The other more melodic components are actually, the wave rider buoy doesn't take continuous data for the wave, it actually samples it, and it samples it about every 350 milliseconds or so. So the tones that you can hear are actually just making a melodic contour out of exactly that wave shape. And then those sounds are what happens if you, that's beautifully cute. Those sounds are what happens if you actually just take the waveform, the ocean waveform of a particular length, and then squash it and transpose it into the audible frequency range. You get basically a kind of chaotic noise. So initially I was going to base the whole installation on those chaotic noises, but that only would have been enjoyable to me and probably very few other people. So I did decide to work with the data in various ways. And then in the end, with the visual component, what I decided to do was just get two competing, completely abstracted waveforms to coexist and make that very slow undulating pattern. And that doesn't actually change very much, or just the phase relationship changes, but the waveforms don't change. And what I liked about that, as I've tried to explain in the note, is that it provided a kind of anchor that anchored your visual sense while your oral sense was being kind of bombarded with a lot of fragmented information. And in the end, I kind of liked the way that it turned out, and I'm still getting used to, in my middle age, actually making works that are beautiful. I've never done that before. They've always been kind of aggressive and ugly, but I think this is quite nice. So, I'm really pleased with it. So, look, thanks for coming, and tell your friends to come and enjoy it as well. It's up until the 18th of March. Thanks very much.